For the past couple of years, I have been opening up packs of Funko NFTs, and just recently in the actual digital lineup, we have reached number 300 with the 10-inch Battle Mech Freddy. I'm DK Wrestler, and today this is going to be part 3 of ranking every redeemable Funko NFT pop in the Pop Digital lineup, so let's get right to it.
Alrighty, so here is the Tiermaker list, and the categories from worst to best are burn it, just like a lot of packs get burned, could have been better, not bad, really good, and I declare bankruptcy because that pop is so good that it may break the bank for me. So we're gonna obviously kick off with what may be my favorite NFT set of all time, a set I just got the master set for, which you can check out that video on the channel. That is Back to the Future Series 1. Let's kick off with that Undercover Marty, the Grail, and I'm gonna put that under really good. I think they did a decent job and definitely a better Marty pop than I would have thought they would have pulled off, and that will be the same with Doc 1885, a pop that I thought was going to be a part of this, so I'm really glad they did that. George, you know what, I'm going to put pretty much all of them under really good. Lorraine, I'm actually going to put under I declare bankruptcy, and the Freddy Funko I'm going to put under not bad. The reason I put Freddy Funko under not bad is it's just copying an already existing mold of Doc Brown, but I do like the detail of obviously the hair and the flux capacitor Funko crown. For Lorraine, it's exactly what I would imagine a Lorraine pop to be, so I'm glad that it turned out the way that I wanted it to. The other ones are still really good. I mean, Doc 1885 makes sense to go with that Marty. That's a Hot Topic exclusive. George is really awesome. Someone did point out in our master set video about how it should have been younger George instead of what you can tell about this pop is being George from 1985. So I guess that is kind of a gripe now as I think about it, because it would have been nice to go with young George and then obviously younger Lorraine instead of young Lorraine and older George. And then Griff, the only reason he's under really good is I wish he had the hoverboard for his pop. Now we're gonna go to the Funkoween Series 1 set, a set that a lot of people do enjoy, but for me, I just don't like the concept of how they approached it with like Freddy as a zombie as something else instead of what we saw with Funko Halloween Series 2. So for the most part, I'm gonna put these in not bad, but some of them will go under really good. Like this one's going under not bad. The Gunslinger I do enjoy. The Knight and the Ninja is gonna go under. Yeah, go under there. I could have sworn for some reason that there's one more. I don't know why I'm thinking that. What is the one? There's one that I didn't really like. Maybe it was the Knight that I could say could have been better. No, I'm gonna keep it there. The Pirate one right there, and then the Proto I will definitely put under I declare bankruptcy. That Proto is awesome and should have been, in my opinion, the only pop that was zombie-like as terms to this set. Then we got ourselves Powerpuff Girls Series 1, and first I'm gonna put them mostly in probably not bad, not gonna lie. It's not bad of a set. I think it definitely could have been better in a way. I do like the idea of the 3 Powerpuff Girls here and how they all have instruments, because then it's going to convince you to probably want to get the other ones if you only have one. And then Freddy Funko, Mojo Jojo under not bad, but Professor Utonium I definitely got to put under really good. Very requested character for Powerpuff Girls that finally got made here. Then we have the very underwhelming Mickey and Friends drop. And first off with that Grail, it's going under burn it. It is just doesn't seem like it should be an NFT pop. It looks like a common pop. Then for the Daisy and the Donald, I'll put both of them under. Could have been better. The Goofy, you know what? I do enjoy the way the Goofy looks, so I'm gonna put it under not bad. And Pete, this is actually, I believe, the first Pete pop for regular Disney. I know they did the Pete for Kingdom Hearts, but I think it's the first pop of Pete under the regular Disney lineup. And then for the band conductor Mickey, or whatever this is called, this is burn it, because this is mixing like that band conductor Mickey that they did for like the 90th anniversary Mickey Mouse set back in the day, just mixing up a couple of things that just, once again, just seems a bit lazy in my opinion. Then we go with the first set of 2024, that is Squid Game. A lot of people don't like this set, but for me, I kind of do for the sake of the new characters that are involved. So with the front man, I'm going to put under really good. I do enjoy the way that the front man looks, and I'm very surprised that they didn't make this just a regular release. Then we got ourselves Player 101. Going to put that under okay, and that's going to be the same thing with the Seong Ji-hun. That one's okay. I like the red hair from the end of the first season. And then for the Mask Worker and the Freddy Funko, I'm going to put under could have been better. I think that for the Mask Worker, you could have done a different player if they probably could have pulled that off, but then with the Freddy Funko, I feel you already have a masked, or not a masked worker. You already have a front man pop. Why do there have to be two in the set realistically? I think it would have been awesome to do like Freddy Funko as player 001, one of the more popular characters of the series, and I think that would have been really cool. Then we got ourselves Harry Potter, which has become a very spicy meatball of a set over the months. And even though the set didn't sell out, a lot of these redeemables did go up in price. So I think just based off of that, I think first off, I'm going to put Hungarian Horntail under not bad. Merperson, I believe that's what it was called, it's going to go under really good. I love the detail, especially the way they pulled off the eyes. The Victor Crumb Shark Head under okay. I do like this Harry Potter, not gonna lie. With the Grindylow, I don't even know what the heck it was called. I can't even remember. But that Harry Potter, it also rose up in price where the card was going for $600, I believe. So once it gets in the hands of people, that thing may be upwards to $1,000 US. So that's gonna be a crazy pop to see on the secondary market, especially here in Canada, where it's gonna be way more than that because US dollar is obviously worth more than Canadian. And then we have the Cedric Diggory and Fleur Delacour. Gonna put this under not bad. I think these are some really enjoyable pops from the Goblet of Fire, one of the more popular Harry Potter movies. Oh, and I almost forgot about the Freddy Funko. I'll put that under okay also. I like the Death Eater version of Freddy Funko. Then we go on to the Fantastic Plastic Series 2, which is actually the first of those two series for Fantastic Plastic to actually have redeemables, since the first one were like mini drops. So I'm gonna start off with the Sugar Bomb Grail. Gonna put that under not bad. I like the design of it. And the Juan Calavera, also the same thing. But the Carl was one that I did really enjoy. I'm gonna put under really good. I think what could have went under I Declare Bankruptcy is that this pop was glow in the dark for the sake of the torch with the fire that he has in his hand. But then by far, I have to put Freddy Funko as Amazing Carlos under I Declare Bankruptcy. This pop turned out so well and definitely is one of my favorite royalty pops of 2024 thus far, and especially being glow in the dark, most likely that means the face is going to glow, and green, I've always mentioned so many times here on the channel, is the best color when it comes to glow in the dark. Then we go with Space Jam Series 1, and I'm going to put first off the Swack Hammer under could have been better, for the sake that they literally took the same molding of the original Swack Hammer from the Space Jam series, but then you just added the Nerdlux. I think you could have just easily done the Nerdlux even as a smaller size, adding 4 of them, but putting them in a sideways box where they all fit in a box. So I think that would have been better in my opinion. And then the Bugs Bunny, to put under not bad, it's pretty cool. Same with the Daffy Duck. Lola Bunny, I'm putting under really good. I think I do enjoy this pop very much, and I think in my opinion it is the best Lola Bunny pop that Funko has done thus far. Dare I say, you know what? Do I put it under I Declare Bankruptcy? Because this pop is fire, but you know what? I'll just keep it under really good for right now. And then Bubkiss, aka the M2, M3, I don't remember, but the Purple Monstar, gonna put under really good. Such great detail compared to even the Blue Monstar they made for the original Space Jam set, but they just added so much amazing detail to it. And then the Freddy Funko Toon Squad player, actually gonna put that under not bad. I actually do enjoy with what they pulled off. Obviously the same posing they've used for like Michael Jordan pops, but it's still a pretty decent idea for a Freddy Funko, is making him a Toon Squad player. Then we go with Transformers Series 2, and starting off with the King Starscream, I'm going to put it under really good for the sake of not only does it make sense to be metallic, but just the way that they execute compared to the Grail we got from Series 1 of Transformers. RC, gonna put that under really good also for the sake of the first female Transformer to be immortalized into Funko Pop form. Blitzwing wasn't too bad. You know, I know a lot of people did pull this in their packs, but it's not too bad. Cheetor, actually gonna put under really good, considering that I think the detail's just awesome. I know a lot of people don't like this because it's Beast Wars rather than part of like that first generation of Transformers, but it still looks really awesome. And then the Ultra Magnus, gonna put under not bad, and I will put Freddy Funko as Grimlock, also under really good. They did a really great job with that pop. Next up is the Star Trek The Next Generation Series 1 set. Starting off with Judge Q, I'm gonna put under not bad. I think it's still a pretty decent Grail. The Captain Picard also will put under not bad. And then Wesley Crusher, I'm gonna put under could have been better. I mean, I can't really say much about Star Trek because I haven't really watched much of it, but I think they probably could have pulled off something different than Wesley Crusher. But that Worf, I'm gonna put under really good because it is a pop that we've seen before, but with 2024 standards of detail, I think they executed it very nicely. And then the Freddy Funko as Locutus of Borg, gonna put under not bad. Then we have ourselves what originally was the highly anticipated Star Wars Series 1 set, but then ended up being so lackluster to all of us because of the fact that it's just deluxe pops for the most part of already existing pops. But there are some ups to this, like the Grail being Luke Skywalker, and I'm gonna put that under not bad. I think that if this wasn't in a deluxe form, and the fact that this wasn't 1980 pieces, which of course, because of 1980 Empire Strikes Back, that I think it would have been a little bit higher. I think that's just way too high for a piece count for a Grail per se, rather than, let's say, even the last drop as of the recording this video, Scooby-Doo, the legendaries were 1900 pieces. And then we got the C-3PO, the Darth Vader. Gonna put both of those under could have been better. I think we definitely could have got something. Obviously, it's to be expected to get a Darth Vader. The Han Solo, I will mention, I'm gonna put under not bad also because it's kind of like the half cup filled or is the cup half empty kind of scenario, because at first you didn't know, is this from Empire Strikes Back as he's being frozen to carbonite, or this is Return of the Jedi where he's being unfrozen, which from the detail of the animation of the card, it actually is Empire Strikes Back where he's being frozen into carbonite, especially the background there where he's in that kind of chamber to be frozen. So I still think that's all right. It's different than the Empire Strikes Back completely frozen into carbonite Han Solo. This Emperor Palpatine, it's under burn it. It is such a disgrace of an NFT Star Wars pop where you take literally a mix of that Hot Topic exclusive Palpatine from the Return of the Jedi set and that original, like not original Emperor Palpatine, but the one they did in 2019 for Return of the Jedi. It just wasn't that good. And then Princess Leia, once again, could have been better. It's just a miniature version of the pop movie posters that they did. Then we have ourselves what may be one of my favorite sets of 2024 thus far. It is the April Fool's Series 2 set. And the Popposite Freddy, gonna put under really good. I love the concept of the opposite of a Funko Pop. Large body and a small head. I think that's absolutely funny. Burning Pack, I have to put this under I Declare Bankruptcy. I think this was such a genius idea of a pop. Just joking on themselves the fact that a lot of NFT packs do burn, and so now you make it in more of that like foodie style that not a lot of people like, but when it comes to this case, it just makes it so amazing. I think this set would have been over the top if they ended up doing the Fun Day sandwich as an actual redeemable, but that may be something for next year, or maybe if something happens at Fun Days this year, then they can base it off of that for the next redeemable. Then we got ourselves the Chick, and I'm gonna put that, you know what, I'm gonna put it under okay. I mean, it's an evolution of the egg from last year's drop, but I don't know, I feel like maybe we could have gotten also, was it Judy, who was a character you've seen throughout the cards. I think that would have been a cool redeemable. And then last but not least, the Royalty. It's Balloon Proto. And you know what? I'm going to put it under really good because of the fact that I like Proto a lot. Then we have the Jabronis over at My Little Pony, the set that cost me my ongoing streak where I was going 18 drops in a row, getting at least one redeemable, but it was this set that I didn't get any redeemables for. So I'm going to say probably okay for the most. I think they're pretty decent for pops, but there's just something, and I'll put that in could have been better. I think it could have been under really good for Daybreaker had this pop been glow in the dark. The other legendaries are okay. And then for the King Sombra, I think what could have been better is just making it metallic, because the only thing that's going to glow in the dark is the eyes, and that I feel that they should have given the glow-in-the-dark specification to the Daybreaker pop. Then we have the Warner Brothers Series 2, or Warner Brothers Horror, I should say, Series 2 set. Pazuzu, that one's not bad. I like the overall design, even though it is just one color, but it makes sense. The Ferryman, I gotta put it under really good. The detail's awesome, especially with like the coin eyes, I believe that's what it is. Accordion Monkey, I gotta put it under I Declare Bankruptcy. I think that's such a unique pop with like the missing teeth, and it just really sticks out to me a lot, and that's why I like it. Black Shuck, I believe it's called. Gonna put under okay. I think this pop could have really benefited from the glow-in-the-dark specification with the eyes, And then the Goat Demon, gonna put under really good. The only reason I wouldn't put it under, let's say, I declare bankruptcy, is if I wish they put this pop as a flocked pop. And then the Freddy Funko as Father Karras glow-in-the-dark pop, I'm gonna put this under could have been better. There's something about this where I just don't enjoy it that much. I actually do enjoy the Freddy Funko as Georgie from the previous Warner Brothers horror drop, but this pop there's something that could have been better about this, and I don't know what it is. And then especially that glow-in-the-dark specification, I think it would have benefited well with the Black Shuck rather than this pop. Then we're moving on to the Funime and Cosplay Series 1 set, a set that I did enjoy opening up packs for, starting off with that 10-inch Battle Mech Freddy. So I'm going to put it under not bad. I almost wanted to put it under could have been better for the sake of the fact that it is a 10-inch pop, but it is 499 pieces, so it is the most limited Funko NFT redeemable that Funko has done yet. And of course, because not everyone does redeem the redemption token, that is probably going to be less than that 499 piece count. Kaiju Proto, I'm putting it under really good. I love the design of Kaiju Proto. And then we have Celestial Franny, gonna put under not bad. It's pretty decent. The Fun Force Freddy, I'm gonna put under could have been better because it's kind of simplistic in a way, but not at the same time. And then we got ourselves the Kitsune Mask Franny, gonna put under not bad. And then somehow I'm gonna put the Freddy Funko under really good. There's something about that whole thing of Freddy slurping up some noodles that looks hilarious, especially with Funko always doing those anime characters eating the noodles like Naruto and Goku and whatever anime character, Tenjiro. It's cool that they kind of brought that to the NFT world with Freddy, and I love how his hair is messy. And then the Ultimate Freddy, gonna put under not bad. I love how they added the metallic specification to this. And then the final set as we are recording this, and that is the Scooby-Doo Funko Series 2 set that recently released last week. And starting off with the Phantom Virus. Do I put it? Right now I'm going to put it under really good. It is very obscure, but I do like the idea that this is going to glow in the dark. I think that definitely makes sense for this monster, and I'm seriously considering putting this in I Declare Bankruptcy. But Black Knight, I will put under I Declare Bankruptcy, even though it isn't one of my favorites of this set, or it is one of my favorites, but I think my favorite is the Phantom Virus of this set. That I know that people have been wanting this Black Knight pop for so long, even to where we were wondering why it wasn't in Series 1, and it being the Grail is what makes it so special. And I think when people get their hands on this physically, it probably is going to be as expensive as we've seen with the Harvey Dent for Dark Knight Trilogy, considering that it is the first pop of this character and it's going to be very sought after. Puppet Master, you know what? Really good. Headless Spectre, really good. I like the idea of how you can tell that they made the body so massive so that you're not really losing out on a pop when it's missing its head. And then the Scooby-Doo in disguise, I'm gonna put it under could have been better. I felt like, in my opinion, that this should have been the Grail, considering that I don't think a lot of people are going to really want to get this. And plus, this pop is so low in price because it is that brand new ultra rarity where it's so many more pieces than the legendaries. And then the final pop is, of course, the glow in the dark Proto as Scooby-Doo. And before I move that, I'm actually going to put Phantom Virus under I Declare Bankruptcy. I'm finalizing that. But this Proto, gonna put under really good. This is very awesome. I don't know if I want to say this is my favorite royalty so far in 2024, but it honestly may be my favorite so far. There's something about this that's just awesome to see Proto dress up as certain animals. It's something that I've wanted Funko to do the last year, so it's really awesome to see that finally be immortalized here. So anyways, guys, that's gonna be the end of this video, and if you enjoyed this, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know if you agree or disagree. It's not the right list, it's just my list, and hope to see you guys on the next video on the channel. 1, 2, 3, I'm outie here.